Alright, what's up guys? I'm Liz. This is gonna be a different type of video. As you can see, Terrence isn't here and I'm in my uniform. Well, I just came from drill and I was getting a lot of questions already about, if I like the guard, is the guard good? Would you recommend it to people? Is it fun? Is there money? What are the benefits? How do I go about it for college? XYZ, so forth and so on. So I thought that this was the perfect time for me to do it. I just messed up my column. Alright, yeah. So anyway, would I recommend the National Guard to anybody? I personally love it. I would definitely recommend it, but I would only recommend it to those who are looking to go to college or looking to get paid to go to college, looking for a way to pay for college. I went in when I was 17. Now I'm 22. I knew when I was a junior that I wanted to go to LSU, and I knew that my parents couldn't afford it. So I knew that it was time for me to make a big girl decision, and I was already in ROTC, so recruiters would come talk to us about it, and I decided to go ahead and join the Guard. And I can honestly say that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I wouldn't recommend it to those who are just looking for a quick buck, because all money isn't good money. So if it isn't something that you want to do, or you don't have a reason for, like a legit reason for doing it, like the money from basic training and AIT go like that. Like, to me, it was good money for a 17-year-old. 17-year-old with no bills. At that time, I didn't have a car yet. Actually, I got my first car after I got back from basic training, because I did split. I went to basic training the summer of my junior year, and then I went back to AIT the summer of my senior year. So I came back a year and I graduated and I went back. So I'm right at 6 years now. March will be the end of my first contract, but I will be resigning. Like I said, it's more of a beneficial thing rather than a money thing. And like I said, by far, I'm not a recruiter or anything. I just know a lot of people had a lot of questions for me. So here I am answering those questions. Basic training was fun for me. For me. Everybody's experience is different. So my best friend hated basic training. I would go back if I could. If I could go back with the same people, the same drill sergeants doing the same things, I definitely would. When I went through basic training, this was not our uniform. The black PTs, that wasn't in existence when I went through basic training. I had a lot of fun. It was a learning experience. We didn't have our phones. You got mail though. You got mail every day, and the days that I didn't get mail, oh my gosh, I would cry. Like, I would honestly sit there and cry because I felt like nobody wanted to talk to me, and I was jealous. So, but the fact that I didn't have my phone made the situation so much more easier, because it's physically challenging, but it's also mentally challenging. But it's more mental than physical, because it's all about where you want to be, what you want to do, and your end goal. So if you go there thinking, oh, I don't want to do this shit, this ain't for me, why I did this is the worst decision I ever made, it's going to turn out to be the worst decision you ever made. And then when you get to your unit, it's going to reflect on you at your unit. You're not going to want to do nothing. You're going to be what they label a shit bag, and you don't want to do that. So, yeah, so basic training was fun for me. The graduation was fun. Everything was fun for me there. When I went to AIT, which is the job training, I'm communications. I deal with cables and stuff. It was like almost like college. Like, there are no drill sergeants at AIT. They're regular sergeants. You have freedom there. At 5 o'clock, we would get off from work, because basically we're active duty and we were just training. So at 5 o'clock every day we would get off. I would eat whatever I wanted. Did pretty much whatever I wanted. In the morning, you wake up at about 4:20 to be at first formation for PT at 4:45. That was the only thing. But I mean, you got your workout in. So I would do AI. Actually, I'll probably be doing it again soon myself. Okay, so the benefit part. Okay, so tuition exemption is where the Guard basically takes away your tuition. They pay it. It's a part of your financial aid, but in order to keep your tuition exemption, you have to pass your PT test before the start of every school year. Well, you take it in October. That's the physical year for the Army. It starts October 1st. If you pass October 1st, let's say you didn't pass it before August, before school started. If you pass it October 1st, you still will be flagged for the fall semester, but your tuition exemption will go into effect that spring semester. Okay, so you wouldn't have to pay your tuition for spring, and that money will be refunded back into your pocket. So you can't fail drug tests. You'll be flagged. And it's a few other things that you can do to be flagged, but those two are the main ones. Your GI Bill. So your GI Bill is where you get, it's a stipend. Every month, at the beginning of every month, you have to call this number and wait maybe 7 days later, and you get a check. I think it's like $375 or $385 right now. Every month you are in school, and if you score high on your ASVAB and got the right MOS, then you probably got a GI Bill kicker, which is an extra $200. So you're sitting there right at $600 a month just to go to school, along with your tuition exemption. You have that. Then you have drill. So like I said earlier, you drill 1 weekend a month, and then 2 weeks in the summer. So one drill, depending on your rank, it might run you somewhere between $200 and $300 for that one drill. That's a 2-day weekend. So add that plus, let's say if you get the kicker for the GI Bill, you sitting around $800-900 a month just to go to drill for 2 days and to go to school, you know. But another thing that the people who aren't in the Guard to go to school for are in the Guard for, did I say that right? Another thing that people are in the Guard for that's not for school is the health care. TRICARE is amazing, and it is extremely cheap, especially for those who don't have kids. I mean, even those with kids, it's cheap, but of course it's going to be cheaper for a single person. So that's another major benefit. And there's benefits all over the place, like jobs. Like if you got the right job, you can probably get you a Fed Tech job with the state or something like that. The National Guard is a blessing. It has been for me. You know, I wish I was in a different place with the National Guard in my life at the moment, but I'll get there. Everybody's experience isn't the same, so what I'm saying may not be the same thing the next person would feel next to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what you make it. Like I said, if you want to go to college and you want to go tuition free, you don't have any money, or you want to get paid while you go to college, if you want to be in the Army but not be full-time Army, the National Guard is your way to go. Any questions, follow me on Instagram at the number 22 years later with 2 R's at the end. DM me, and I won't hesitate to answer any more of your questions, or even give you a point of contact to get in touch with the recruiter, so that if that is a step you want to take, there's somebody who can offer you more information, and that is somebody that can help you begin taking those steps to begin your process. Anywho, click that link that says subscribe, please. Like, comment. I'm out.